Welcome to the Tone Jerks Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
And on the line, long time coming, who do we got?
I'm everybody's favorite podcast host of YouTube and Instagram fame, Like My Pedals. My name's Joe.
Oh, shit.
I told you I was stealing it, RJ.
got Joseph, Joey, Jojo.
Whatever you want to call me is fine.
Yeah.
Joe. That's what we're going to call you.
We've been talking about doing this for a long time, but this is the last podcast of 2019, and we had to get Joseph in. So stars aligned, and we made it happen. So
squeaked right in.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, Joseph.
No, thank you.
No, thank you for having me.
with that intro, he's from Like My Pedals, but he also has his own podcast, Just Surprise Me. It's we got all the hosts from Just Surprise Me on the show so far, so we knocked it out in 2019, baby.
Yeah, finally, close it down, boys.
We're done.
Bring in the shitters.
But let's get into it. What's new in everybody's worlds? Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Oh man, okay, so on a whim, I saw some headlight, a whole headlight kit for my Vic. They were looking kind of shitty, right? So I bought them online. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, these will be great. They're plug and play. You pull the old ones out, put the new ones in, right? It told me I was going to get them in March, and I was like, fuck, I'm never going to see these things, whatever. They came in, right? I was super stoked.
March 2020.
Yeah, March 2020. I was like,
I was about to be like, man, dude, I'd be way more pissed if it was like, dude, that's
Yeah.
Well, they were cheap. They were like $60 for a pretty good HID kit.
Yeah.
Has it got the angel eyes?
Yeah, it's got the projector,
Nice.
the projector bulbs in there. And okay, so let me tell this. Let me get into it. It's a plug and play, right? You pull the old one out, you put the new one in, you plug in some wires, and boom, bada bing, you got some lights.
You're
and they
ready
look
to
good.
play.
Yeah, yeah. You plug and you play. Hence the name.
It's a bay of play.
That's not a joke. Yeah, fucking no. Fucking no. This is like a mild Kyle Files. Here.
Okay. It's a
Fucking pissed me.
Kyle file light.
Yeah. While I drink these natty lights. So it was not a plug and play. I had to modify
Wrong.
all the bezels on the car.
I hate that.
I had to take a Dremel and I had to go through and cut pieces out with the fiberglass. I had to chisel out spots and sand out and then barely got these things to fucking fit.
Yeah.
All right. They look great though. They fucking look great.
They work.
They work.
Yeah.
They look really cool, and I still have to adjust them, but they're angled a little far down. But I think with just the amount, a 1 hour job, which is pull the light bulbs or pull the whole assemblies and put the new ones in, should have been an hour and a half. It was 4.5 hours.
That's your whole afternoon.
Fuck, man. I was like, it's 12 o'clock. I might as well start. It's 4:30. I'm like, fuck. I wanted to throw them and smash them on the ground. Yeah. But then I had put my old ones back in.
You got a redneck engineer. When I got new tires for my truck, they didn't fit. They were too big.
So I used a Dremel?
Nah, fuck that. I took my Sawzall and just cut my bumper. I notched my bumper.
Yeah. No, I've done that with the El Camino where the tires were too big to fit in the wheel well.
Yeah.
So I lower. So you get them in there, which is tough, and then you lower the car down onto a metal bar, and then you roll. It's called rolling the lip. So you roll it, you lower it more, you roll, and so basically you're bending steel.
Yeah.
I didn't cut anything. I probably could have, but I figured
Mine's
I just
the other
roll.
way. My truck's got an 8-inch lift, and I have 36-inch tires, but they're 16 inches wide.
Yeah.
So when you turn them, they catch on the corners of the fender well. So I'm not gonna cut a groove into my $1,500 tires. I'm just gonna take the damn Sawzall and cut that bitch off.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that reminds me, actually, working on brakes for my El Camino. This is the Vic's done.
Yeah.
Adjustment. El Camino, I'm like, all right, I'm doing brakes. Brian's dad was gracious enough to come over and help me bleed them. Got the backs all done. Go to the front. I have him crank the wheels so I can get in there, and then pressure just lost all pressure. So I don't know if you guys know how to. You have to pump the air out basically. You can't have any air in your system, or your feet when it heats up can go to the floor, or it's just unstable.
Mm-hmm.
So got it all done, and pressure we just lost it. And I'm looking around for liquid. I can't find it. I close the valve. I'm walking around. A line had just exploded, like the left side line. I'm like, thank God it broke just by turning the wheel
in the driveway.
In the driveway, because this is a single cylinder, non-powered brake. So if one line goes out, they all go out.
Oh,
So I'm actually pretty thankful that it happened there. So
this same shit, I hit a fucking bump in my truck, and GM in all their brilliance decides to run the brake line underneath the control arm. So somehow my ball joint popped out and my control arm slammed down and crushed my brake line.
Oh man!
And I'm going like 65 in a truck that weighs probably 9,500 pounds.
Oh Jesus!
Because it's a 2,500 and it's jacked up, big ass tires, crew cab, and
of course,
8-foot bed.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
You know?
My foot just goes to the floor, and I'm like, oh shit. Fuck. And I'm probably loaded down with like another like 8 or 900 pounds in shingles in the back of my truck, and I'm just like,
fuck.
This is how it ends for somebody else because I'm in a big ass truck, so nothing's gonna happen to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll right over them.
This little fucking Honda in front of me is fucked.
Good luck, everybody else.
I guess so. That's an ongoing thing, but it shouldn't be too big. It was just kind of like, all right, good thing it went now, and not while driving like like Joseph. Okay, so I took your advice, Brian, and I bought some string trees. Mm-hmm. All right, they've come in just for the Meteora.
Yeah,
because you're like, oh, they're popping out. One of the strings was popping out, so I'm gonna hold them down. I got the roller style.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't want to get the standard Fender ones, which have like the sheet metal that like scratches
bends,
up and down. Yeah. So I got the roller style. We'll see how it works. I also finished that bastard in oil. Like did like a tongue oil finish on it.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna like it. So
that shit looks so good already, just from the pictures I've seen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to get one of those Rosser bodies too.
Yeah.
I just want to put a Bigsby on it, and a Bigsby won't fit on it, which kind of drives me insane.
I don't. Yeah, there's no room for it.
No, I talked to the guy, and he told me that the Bigsby wouldn't fit, so I had to try to figure out something else.
Yeah, every time I suggest something, he rejects it.
He says no.
He's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, all right, cool. And then 3 months later, I see he's doing it. I'm like,
yeah. It's probably like, I don't feel like doing that, so I'm just going to tell him it's not possible.
Yeah. If you get people who give you ideas, no, I can't do it, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you try it, I'm like, oh, I guess I can do it.
Could you mount the Bigsby on the back of the guitar? Oh, I'm doing this crazy thing.
It's like a B bender, but you kind of just bend it with
your
whole
thigh.
Yeah.
People all the time like, can you make a phaser? I'm like, I don't do that.
And then you find out how to do one. You're like, I guess I do make phasers.
I just don't fuck with modulation because the boards are gigantic. Like, they're just like the biggest fucking circuit boards.
Really? Even more so than delay?
Yeah, delay is not terrible. It's fairly, I mean, it's a fairly big board, but like flangers and phasers and choruses, oh my fucking God. I don't feel like dealing with those. I just don't. And then like they never work right because
Lions
everything's
and tigers and bears, oh my.
Everything's LFO based. So like it's based on like a LED like shining directly into an infrared detection device. And like if you don't line it up perfectly or if any outside light gets in, it just won't work.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't do them.
Not for me.
And I don't build a lot of people do digital. They have like a program chip that controls it all.
Yeah.
And it's just like a digital function, but that's not like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it good. I'm not going to just make it like a digital function.
Fucking half-ass shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm either going to do it right or not do it at all.
Yeah. I guess that's my what's new.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. I haven't played the Meteor yet.
I think it needs a couple more coats, but it's a good start. So.
It's one of the coolest like body shapes out there.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I bought 2.
Yeah. Joseph, how was I guess what's new with you in your week?
I got a new beer mug. That's
Hell yeah.
Nice. It's
nice.
big. It'll hold two 12-ounce bottles.
Oh shit.
I've been drinking the shit out of some left-hand nitro stout tonight.
Hell yeah. There you go. I guess I forgot. I mean, how was Christmas for everyone? This is the day after Christmas, actually.
It is, yeah. I have a lot less money than I had before Christmas. My daughter
but you got that beer,
Switch.
So that's good.
Yeah, I got a beer. My daughter, I bought her a Nintendo Switch. She loves that.
Nice.
I have too many kids, but like the younger of the older 3, he got a Xbox, the digital one. That way, like it doesn't like scratch up discs and shit.
Oh.
Okay.
And then the other one, the second, he got a computer,
Nice.
Damn.
like for gaming online. And then the baby just got a bunch of toys. And then the other baby hasn't been born yet, so he hasn't got nothing yet.
Yeah.
Hasn't gone shit.
You're gonna have to
He'll
wait.
get shit next year.
Yeah.
What did I? Oh, I got this fucking. I didn't know what it was at first, and my aunt got it for me, and I opened it, and it's like a Blockbuster video case with like a Blockbuster video thing in it, but it's actually like a board game, like a Blockbuster video board game. I was like, this is the craziest thing, but it's pretty.
Like trivia and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that kind of shit though, because it,
Yeah, totally.
it's just
I feel
my
like
type of shit.
you would be the person for that. I'm like, oh, movie
Yeah,
guy.
I mean, I'll probably get everything wrong, and then just like tell people they're wrong because that's what I do on my show.
Just like no.
I speak first and fact check later.
Yeah.
And by fact check, I wait for somebody to correct me on the Facebook
You're
group.
right until proven wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, I don't care. I realize it's kind of hard to like shit on somebody who doesn't care.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're probably right.
It's like shit off a duck's back, you know?
Yeah, shit off.
It's like, oh, you didn't like that? Oh, it hurts my feelings.
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
I got a Binford recently, which I
Nice.
was pretty stoked. I got it from Will. I traded him this other overdrive I had that was something I picked up in a trade, but I don't need overdrives since I can build those myself.
Yeah.
The Binford's cool. I haven't Miku'd it yet, so there's that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely a cool
It's unique.
definitely. I know it's like all the effects on it. I'm like, whoa, dang.
You got to learn how to play with it though, because like if you don't play it right, like if you're just playing it like a regular guitar, it's not gonna like do right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like techniques to making it sound great.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried using it for like songs. I just
only Miku.
Miku-fied it.
Well, that's what like pisses me off with like EHX demos and stuff. Like I'm like looking at like the B9 and C9 and all these. I'm like, oh, these sound amazing. But once you start watching how he's playing it, he's playing the guitar like it's a piano. Like he's plucking like with his fingers, like plucking multiple strings and stuff.
Yeah.
So like the way he's striking it, he's not striking it like it's a guitar. Because I got this and I'm like, oh, my guitar is gonna sound like the '80s. And then like, nope.
You had to
just
completely
sounds like
change.
shit.
Yeah.
You gotta change the way you play, and I'm not gonna do that. So it goes back on to classifieds.
Well, the 80s sound like shit sometimes,
Yeah.
Bite your well, that's true, but bite your tongue. I love the '80s.
I mean, you're right, but still, fuck off, dude.
Brian, what's new with you?
Let's see. I got another pedal from Pedal Genie.
Pedal Genie.
So I think this is gonna be my last one. A lot of people have asked me. I don't know if I'm gonna re-up or not. They've already charged me for next month, so
You better.
I might have another month. But I sent this pedal back already. I'm gonna see if I can get my money back. And I'm like, oh,
That's how they get you.
yeah, like that's why they want a card for the free trial. Anyway, so I got the Walrus Lillian phaser.
Yeah.
That's one we've tried before at NAMM and I think the different guitar shows and stuff like that. Really dig it.
Yeah.
It's a very good sounding phaser. It has a lot of options. If you're familiar, which I am, with like how to dial in like the Julia chorus and vibrato from Walrus Audio, then you're totally at home with the Lillian. Sounds great. Has tons of options, like way more than just the one knob on a Phase 90, which I am a huge fan of. But this, I'm like, oh, you can dial in like the amount of dry or mix and stuff like that, and how the wave forms and like the 6 and 4 stages and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like the rate, all that. I'm definitely a big fan of it, and it made me want to buy the pedal even more, playing it on my own rig and stuff like that. That's what's cool about the Pedal Genie. It's like you get to try the
Stuff
pedals
at home. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So that might be my last Pedal Genie one. We'll see how this goes, or maybe they'll be like, well, you got to pay for the whole month, so maybe I'll try and get one more, but we'll see. So far, yeah, Pedal Genie was cool. It was a cool like trial. So yeah, so that is one of the pedals, and I got another one from Joseph. He sent me on I guess on loan one of the Duck Hunt pedals.
Oh, you're wrong there. It's not on loan. It's for you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
I think I was gonna get lost in the mail anyways. But I've been loving it. So it's a dual dirt pedal. So it's a Martial Law and his Asago. Is that how you pronounce it?
Just say it like you say Japanese words. Asago.
Asago.
Oh, Brian's an expert on Japanese.
I mean, you
words.
should know this. It's Japanese.
And what's the Japanese for?
I'll let you Google search that later because it's an interesting story behind that one.
I'll have to do that. But
it is a Bluesbreaker. Let's put it that way.
It's so it's like what is it, JCM and a Bluesbreaker kind of in a box, and so they sound great. I've played Kyle's Martial Law in his dread pedal. It sounds great, and I guess it's been at Kyle's for so long because I'm like, oh, it's Kyle's pedal, so I haven't used it.
Yeah,
but once I started playing it again, I'm like, that circuit, it's got to be
so
one of your
good.
most popular ones, right? The Martial Law.
Yeah, it goes pretty well. The Bluesbreaker, the Wells, which is getting discontinued, and there's going to be a version 2 coming out.
Nice.
What?
A what?
Yeah, the guy I got my tap function programmed. He decided to shut down shop, so I can't really get them from him anymore. So I'm gonna have to kind of redesign the entire tap function of the circuit. The tone path will stay exactly the same, so there won't be any difference there. But it'll have a different. I'm gonna try to get it on the subdivisions on a toggle, anyways, and make it a little more user friendly. Possibly add modulation.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
just kind of do things I should have done the first time, but I decided to once I had something that worked, I was like, I'm going.
Outside forces have forced you to change a
We
little bit.
found it, baby.
Yeah.
But no, it's killer pedals. It's like you said, 2 really great drives in one. And you were saying that it just those combination of the Bluesbreaker and Martial Law, Martial JCM circuit are like so drastically different when you stack them like one in front of the other, vice versa with the toggle switch. It's cool. I'm really digging it. So
Yeah, I was super surprised how they reacted to each other.
yeah, because I have the Bluesbreaker circuit paired with the Riot and my
Crowd control.
your crowd control one, and I dig that a lot. So, but yeah, just with the Martial Law, it's a little bit different spice in that one. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool design.
It's my favorite like coverall combo circuits.
And I guess one thing for the podcast that Kyle and I both decided to do an upgrade.
Upgrade.
We upgraded
with 2Ds.
Yeah, for the double dose of podcasting. We got
Thank you. I'm so used to having people who don't get that reference on my podcast.
Upgrade. There are 42,000 upgrades.
Can I show you the rest of the slideshow? It's really important.
Yeah. I got we got this H6 Zoom H6. So there was nothing wrong with the H5. It's just that we got to a point where we were wanting more inputs for the audio when we record the podcast. Sometimes we would like last year when we were at NAMM, we had a 5-person podcast, and you're like, damn, all we had were 4 inputs for mics, and so we had to have like Johnny and Sean Arbo switch mics, like do a pass the hot potato kind of thing whenever they wanted to talk, and it worked out well.
Do a Bob Barker style.
Yeah. Yeah. And it worked out, but I'm like, oh man, if everybody had their own mic, and we're going to be going to NAMM next month, and then we just had the Christmas episode that I recorded the H6 on, or recorded using the H6, and yeah, it's cool. It's like something I guess like you were saying with the Wells, I should have done that in the first place when we were buying like a portable recorder to do the podcast. I was like, well, I could save like $80, $100 by getting the H5, so let's just do that. And then I quickly realized I'm like, I need more inputs. Yeah. So everybody's telling me that I should just keep the H5 as a backup or for something, and even just using it for field recording and stuff like that, and then keeping the H6 for Tone Jerks podcast. Anyway, it's something that was like a very, very cool upgrade for me, because sometimes when doing these podcasts with larger, like more than 4 people, I would have to bring my 8-channel interface. I would have to bring my power supply. I'd have to bring everything in the 4-space rack, and it was like a huge deal. Yeah. And now it's like way easier just to have the little H6, which is not much bigger than the H5. So kind of boring, but very, very necessary for this podcast to actually even happen. So that's kind of it for the what's news. Before we get to a topic, I kind of want to go into a little bit of Joseph's background and introduce him to the crowd. What do you say?
Yeah, that works.
I got some time, so.
All right. So Joseph, I guess we've referred to you a bunch, but you're on the show. But you have a pedal company called Like My Pedals. What's some of the background with that?
Well, I got tired of paying for pedals, and I opened one up and said I could do this, and that was pretty much it. At that point, I just started doing it.
it's really a lot of like drive circuits, dirt circuits, stuff like that. Is it kind of your main speciality there, right?
Yeah, I mean that's probably what I do the most of. When I started, it was all paint by numbers. It was like, oh, I found this, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy this, and then eventually I started kind of like understanding what each component did.
Mm-hmm.
And as I understood that, I kind of like was able to like kind of redesign. I would start taking like existing circuits and then kind of redesigning them a little bit, to tweak them here and there to make them more what I wanted. And then eventually I just kind of like dived in with like a breadboard and started building my own circuits from scratch, kind of like stealing like pieces of architecture from this or that. Like I want like the tone stack section from this, or I want the drive section from this. And then I kind of like make these weird Frankenstein monsters.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then it's all trial by error. I'd be like, oh, this sounds good. Oh, this sounds like shit.
Yeah, just kind of figuring out what you can do and what you can't. And so a lot of the stuff that you sell, I mean, you also do like rehouses and stuff like that too.
Yeah, let's. I don't like the rehouses as much.
Yeah.
I mean, I do them because like if it's people that I know and I'm cool with, I'll do them for them. But I hate doing rehouses because what ends up happening is nothing ever wants to line up or fit.
Yeah.
Or something breaks inside the pedal that I now have to replace. Like.
Yeah.
And it never works out good. It's fine, but
so I guess we can stray away from that. But it's one thing that really shines for you that I notice is like really is outstanding is a lot of custom work. So you do have like some of your selections of drives and stuff like that, but a lot of the way that you kind of market yourself, and that one of the reasons how I found out about like my pedals was you were doing like a sale and like kind of like almost like a Subway-ish type menu of like pick this and put this type of thing and this do this and you can send your own artwork. If this will work out, I'll send something back and and it's like custom pedal of your own thing. Like, do you want an order toggle switch? Which one do you want first? How many what LEDs do you want? I'm like, what? And then I started looking at some of your other designs that you did. I'm like, and ever since then, I'm like, you've been coming out with crazy ideas and stuff like that. So I'm like, dude, you're an artist. Not in just the sense of the pedal, but like of your crafting it and working with like, customers. I think it's really cool. So I would say not only the drive circuits and stuff like that you do and, some of the ideas, but it's like you work really well with customers' ideas and kind of taking something and working together with them. I know we've done that before. Like Kyle and I have our own like pedal ideas that we've tossed back and forth ideas, like a little like hot potato, and then you kind of
like everybody sees it like something and they're like, oh, this is cool, but I kind of wish it did this, or this is cool, but like I wish it looked like this, or I don't like the art in this, but so I was like, fuck it, let me just give you what you want. Like why settle for whatever somebody else like designed and said this is the pedal and how this pedal shall be.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I feel that's like a crazy idea, like how you came up with like that like business model, I guess. It's like,
yeah, the only problem is it doesn't scale. Like you can only do a certain number of pedals because once you like commit to like that, you have to go through now the design process. You have to go through the drilling process for the box, which is never going to be the same. So each one has to be cut like hand laid out and hand drilled, and then the enclosures are all getting painted in shop, the art's getting all applied in shop, the clear coat's getting applied in shop, and then the circuits I have to make fit around the art sometimes because, my circuit boards, I design them to lay out in a certain layout, but if that layout doesn't match like the artwork I want to use on the pedal or the person wants me to use for them, then like I gotta redesign the circuit board itself.
Oh, geez, dang. There's a lot of work that goes into these. A lot of love, a lot of work, and
I just like they're unique.
Yeah,
they're individuals and like. It's a pedal designed for the individual that they want versus what they think they have to have.
Yeah, and I feel like with me, at least, especially the custom ones that I've gotten from you, I'm like, I'll never sell it. Like I'll like there's no reason to, and even like for me, I'm like, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but like the resale value, like it won't. This pedal that was made custom for me won't be worth as much.
I feel like it's partially my fault on that also because I start the prices out so damn low to start with. Like if I would have been like, instead of like selling them for like, $185 to $200, I was like, this is a $400 pedal. Yeah. I probably would have sold more because people think it's more exclusive, even though honestly it's a pedal is a pedal. And like, I see these like 10 like component circuit board pedals selling for like $600. I'm like, who the fuck is paying for this? Like,
You're like, damn, their marketing team is killing it.
yeah, their marketing team knows what the fuck they're doing because like there is absolutely no reason this pedal should cost this much.
Like they didn't put the money into parts.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm gonna sell at this price, and I feel like sometimes I might be like making it seem like it's not as good because I price it low, but it's just because I want it to be affordable for people to have something awesome and handmade.
The barrier to entry, kind of keep it low.
Yeah, because like. You know, I know what goes into it. I know how much I have to get out of it to make it worth my time and the parts invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I want it to be like affordable so anybody can have it. I don't want to be like, you know, elitist where like you can't have it because you can't afford it. I want everyone. That's what I do with my gear. Like my personal gear, it's like I don't want no one else to be able to afford it, so I get expensive shit. But like, but the shit I make, I want everyone to be able to afford it.
Yeah, but no, it's really cool. It's a really cool company, and what you're doing there with Like My Pedals, you're always improving and trying new things. But you also, we had mentioned before, you also have a podcast, Just Surprise Me podcast with Wu, Lehue, and RJ. So what's that I think we've touched on before. It's kind of like a lot of just like pop culture. It's a lot of just whatever's on your mind topic. It's a topical podcast. It's not like we're not running down the news. We're not talking about this. We're not like, clickbaity stuff where it's like whatever we want to talk about. And that's one of my, it's like, it's not an interview podcast either. It's just like, we just have topics and we go and riff. And that's it's a lot of fun. So like, yeah.
I think Will describes it as like, we just 3 dudes get together and talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, which sounds like
Seinfeld's pitch to NBC.
But like it works for some reason.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you guys have like, I think been listening to you guys since you guys first started, and you were even like tossing ideas, getting feedback, and I'm like, yeah, you guys have been really catching something on with your guys' chemistry, and yeah, it's just a cool idea. It's a lot of fun. It's just like a simple concept, and you guys get like 3 different topics. Let's hit it out, and yep, here we go. Yeah, highly recommend checking out Just Surprise Me. Because you get to hear
super fun.
These 3 chuckleheads.
Yeah, Brian's been on it a few times.
Yeah, you guys got to check that out. And so, kind of, they do 3 topics, and I think it's a shitty segue on my part. Let's do a topic, you guys.
I'm down.
Hold on, one last thing about Just Surprise before we go. I gotta give a special shout out to Jimmy B and tell him How I Met Your Mother sucks. No, fucking Inception got you on a different podcast.
I'm always here calling you out.
It is a horrible show. Man.
I've never seen it.
It's horrible.
That and Big Bang Theory, those are the 2 worst.
Dude, that one too. It's horrible. Just the humor is just not.
My family loves that Big Bang Theory show. I'm like,
I don't like get how people can think it's funny. I'm like, how is this funny?
Yeah, it's like a hammer mallet, like maybe Mario-sized mallet, just like hitting you over the head. That's the punchline.
Yeah,
yeah. Like I hate like the shows where they have like they have the studio audience and there's a big sign that says applause or laugh above them because that's clearly what's going on because the jokes just are not funny.
You're at home, hate watching it. This joke sucks. Damn it.
Well, if you go on YouTube, they have like Big Bang Theory without the laugh track, and it's the most cringeworthy thing you'll ever watch.
Yeah, the jokes are like overly like, oh, that's what a nerd is. That's a geek. Yeah. Everyone laugh like, oh. Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She must be on her periodic table. Stupid shit like that. I'm sure that's a joking though. I just made that up, but I'm sure that's actually.
I'm sure they've used it.
It sounded like it. Yeah.
This is kind of encompassing of TV shows and stuff like that too. But topic I wanted to go into since it's the last podcast of the year of 2019. This is going to come out New Year's Eve, maybe. Either way, it's the last one, last Tuesday of the year. I wanted to do kind of a recap, end of the year podcast. Maybe we wanted to go over some of maybe the hits and shits of the year. Maybe some of your favorites of like favorite gear, favorite movies, shows, podcasts, whatever. Something that maybe you discovered this year. It doesn't necessarily have to have come out this year. I think we did this last year. It's like, okay, this gear didn't come out this year, but you bought it or you
it's new to you.
Yeah, it's Kyle's gear, gear that he discovered. Kyle's movie that he discovered. Whatever. So we'll kind of bat things back and forth, but what about like guitar music gear for everybody? Do you guys have any like favorites or ones that you discovered?
I got something I want to get that came out this year.
Okay, what's that standout?
That new Ernie Ball Mariposa.
Which color? I'm guessing pink.
Actually, I would have picked the pink or the seafoam had they come with the gold hardware. But since they don't, then I'm going for the white or the black.
Yeah.
The gold
You're
hardware.
in gold hardware. You know it's brass, right?
I don't
It's
care.
like brass plated.
It's gold.
It's not real gold. It's gold, baby.
I'm gonna give you the brass knuckles if you don't fucking stop talking shit.
I have like a sucker for gold hardware. Or gold colored hardware.
Yeah.
Do you wear a gold chain?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
He's got
Cuban
suck-
links.
He's got
Come on, I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. We wear a giant, like, I think a $300,000 turnover chain every time they intercept the ball.
my grandmama gave me that chain.
No, but seriously, have you ever watched like the Miami Hurricanes turnover chain thing?
No. Wait.
Whenever they get like an interception or a turnover, they run to the sideline and they have this massive, like, it's literally like $300,000. It's like diamonds and it's a big letter U. Or last year they came out with the mascot, the bird, and this year was a 305 sign. And then they have rings that basically are brass knuckles that go across and say touchdown on them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the most gaudy, like, but awesome thing at the same time.
And that's why I don't watch football.
That's the only reason.
No.
Yeah, that's the
I was
one.
gonna say,
That's the only
I-
reason. Something I didn't know anything about.
Also, I don't get
I
it.
love football. Miami's a huge football city, so like when I grew up, everything was football. This, football, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Diego used to be a big football city.
then
Not,
they-
it's never been.
They flew the coop.
Never been, actually.
Well, it's more of a on the high school and like junior level. The pro team just has not had the fortune they used to have.
Yeah.
But I still want that Mariposa with the gold hardware.
Yeah. Bring in a bag.
But
Yeah.
Kyle, we can maybe bounce back and forth. You got
I
something?
guess my top, like my most favorite thing I've got this year is probably the grabber.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite.
Pretty recent, but that's like
I know.
That's totally like a dream guitar that you got. Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
And I've built a couple guitars this year. Still building. But that one, bought, not built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only thing I actually got this year was my bass. I think everything else, like I just have. This has been like a slow gear year for me. I haven't like got much new gear this year.
You got a slow gear?
No, I
Boom.
wish.
Gotcha.
I'd flip that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that shit out of the
That
door.
thing sucks, dick.
Yeah, I did play like the generic version of it once, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, exactly.
Stupidest pedal I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think we played a clone of it. And I'm like, why?
Who thought this was a good idea? And why is it like $400 on Reverb or more?
Yeah. Could you imagine if you bought that? You'd be like, damn.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like when Will bought that live pedal.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be great. What the fuck?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah,
I did buy the Rocker for 50 head.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't buy a gear. I'm like, yes, I like $800 for an amp head, but I'm like, I already had it in a combo version. But it's kind of cool to have a head, and I'm like, I'm bringing it to like gigs where it's like if there's a backline cab, that's awesome because I can just bring a head. And I'm like, yeah. It's kind of cool. I got it like Guitar Center used for a pretty good price, and it didn't arrive broken or whatever. It was the actual thing.
I love that Guitar Center never knows what anything's worth.
No, of course not.
Or what like anything is.
Yeah, they send you something else.
Send you
that's-
the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I walked in there and they had an Egnator Rebel 30, and it just had a sign on it that says "does not work," and it was marked $99.
Yeah.
I bought it, took it home, swapped out the tubes, and turned it right on.
Oh, there you go. Just flip that bitch, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I did. I ended up I didn't keep it. It wasn't something I wanted, but I was like, I'm not going to pass this up.
Brian, you also got the extension cab for the bass.
Yeah, I think that one. Yeah, that's been pretty cool for gigs so far. I only done it once, but yeah, it definitely like makes that amp so much
Yeah.
more powerful. You're like, damn, I don't
Definitely.
even like. I can turn it up to like 9 o'clock, and you're like, this is way
Whoa.
too loud.
Yeah.
I need to get a bass amp. What should I get?
Orange.
Just something small, something that I can like play in like my studio. I'm not going to go out and play with it out.
The
live
Ampeg
anywhere.
micro head.
Yeah, the micro head and the little like
Micro cab.
little micro
Okay.
cab too. Those are actually a lot of fun too. They look cool
And they
too.
sound good. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not like crazy and they're not super expensive.
Yeah, Ko has one. We always give him shit for it, but it actually sounds pretty
It
good.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Don't tell him we said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny has one too, and he's gigged with the head before.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yes.
see, he put that head on like a normal size, like I think a a bigger cab, and he totally gigged with it and totally fine.
Yeah, I was thinking Ampeg, but I was looking at those little kickback ones, but I didn't know if they were any decent or not.
Yeah, they're all right. I mean, I would probably, if you're gonna do it, get an older one. I think it's the Ampeg 210 or like BA 210. So it's an older version. I think back when they may have still made them in St. Louis, but yeah, it was like a 200 watt 210 with a horn version.
Nice.
If you can find some of those would be great. Let's see. Oh yeah,
Get a Sun. Get a Sun. They're pretty good price.
giant.
That'd be awesome.
The bass combo.
I got a buddy locally that has one of those old Ampegs with the flip top head.
Oh
like
shit!
The old tube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Damn.
tight. One piece of gear that I think is probably the biggest one that we've talked about for the longest time: MXR Carbon Copy Mini.
Oh yeah.
They did it. They made it. And I was like, I don't know how we're not talking about it.
Yeah, we're influencers.
Well, I mean,
been there,
Kyle's
done that.
on the board at MXR now, right? Like you have a seat on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a CEO now.
Just make
Or just chairman, just like a silent partner.
make everything mini. Yeah, that's your idea.
Every killer circuit you got, I'm smoking a cigar. Make it a mini.
Yeah. But I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, the Carbon Copy Mini. That's like the goat. That's like probably the best one. I'm like, I dig it. I was playing it the other day. I'm like,
Just sounds
this
like
is exactly what I wanted. It's everything. It's like has more options than the regular Carbon Copy. It's smaller. It's killer. I think that's probably one of the best ones of the year.
What about your mini Supermoon?
Yeah, I like that one too. I guess that one's so recent.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's my Supermoon Mini. So it's you play the Mr. Black Supermoon, right? Or you have one in your rig, Joseph?
Yeah, that's my favorite reverb pedal.
Yeah, it's like that, but a mini version. Like
I want the dual one they make, the Eclipse.
what is that? Is it just two reverb
It's got
circuit?
like presets, I think, in it.
Oh,
also.
okay. Yeah.
But there's something else to it. But it's I want one. Like the Eclipse Chrome or whatever.
Yeah. No, those are pretty cool. I think I've always looked at the Blood Moons and like, oh, I want one of those. I don't need it. No.
Yeah, I got
whatever.
the blue one. The blue Blood Moon.
Yeah. I keep looking at it. I'm like, I don't need it. Whatever. And then the Mini came out. I'm like, buy it. Just because it was small. But yeah, I mean, I think gear, there's a lot of cool stuff that came out. There's a lot of dumb shit that came out this year. Like,
Another thing that I, not acquired but putting together was that Meteora. I mean, it took me almost
the whole year.
I don't know, 7 or 8 months to do it. I guess. Probably a year. Yeah.
I think you were starting it at the beginning.
I'm
of the
still
year.
technically not done. I mean, there's a couple things I want to tweak it and you know, for clearance reasons because it's like going into the unknown. Putting an Evertune bridge in that.
Yeah,
which is cool. It's like
sending it across the country to have it done. And you're like, hopefully he sends it back.
It's closer to Joseph than me. And
Yeah, don't worry, I won't steal it.
No. Well, it's back here. It's back. You ain't touching it.
I wouldn't touch it. Evertune. What's this Evertune crap?
Come on.
That says we're shredder guitars.
Not really. I can't shred.
Yeah, I don't.
Every time I see them like in a guitar, they're shredder guitars.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of them.
They have their stigma. You're right.
Yeah, no,
like
totally.
it really goes well with pointy headstocks.
Yeah, they kind of fit definitely a lot with like Ola
ESPs
England's Kiesels as well. They come with
guitars. I absolutely love the finishes on, but I don't know if I'd ever be able to play one. Is those
Aristide?
I can't remember Aristide. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah,
Aristide
I knew
or Aristide.
We're on the same wavelength.
They have like the best finishes. Like their sparkles are out of this world.
Yeah, and then they come. Some of their guitars are like plastic.
Yeah, all of them are. They're like a carbon fiber
all
or
of
something.
them? Okay, I thought just some.
Yeah,
Damn.
no,
okay.
that's how they make them. And like that's why only reason I don't know if I'd ever want to play one because it's not like an old school wood resonant guitar, but their finishes are just so ridiculously good.
Yeah,
they are cool.
I think a lot of those, you would play for higher gain, so you're not like trying to get like super clean tones out of it anyway.
My local guitar center here has an 070, which I would never play because it's
7 string.
Yeah,
but it's like a white sparkle finish with like pink and purple flake in it, and it looks so good.
Damn, that's pretty tight. Their guitars, same with like Ormsby guitars and a lot of like mayonnaise. They look really cool, but I'm like, I don't think I would ever play one.
Yeah, it's not my thing, but like it looks awesome. Like I just want that finish on an Ernie ball.
But what about let's see. What about non-gear stuff?
You mentioned shows, right?
Yeah,
Like a
what
show?
about like I don't have a whole lot, but if you guys like TV shows and shows that you guys have discovered this year that you really started getting into?
Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Binge watch that.
good. So good.
Yeah.
I know it's been out forever, but I discovered it to myself this year.
Was it The Boys on
Oh,
Prime?
The Boys was so good.
What the hell is that?
It's like if superheroes were like a corporate entity kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the shit that would happen if they were that, you know? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but like it's like insane.
It's pretty crazy shit.
Is it like a comedy? Is it an action?
No,
Is it
it's like a drama.
But there is comedic parts to it, and there
Yeah.
is action parts to it. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a TV show. It's like, when people say like, "Oh, what is that?" And they're like, "It's just rock and roll, man."
Yeah. It's this TV show, man. Just the facts, man.
It's good though. It's worth the watch.
It's on Prime. So.
The other Prime show, superhero based, I like a lot is The Tick, but it's not like this year new. But The Tick was really good.
I never watched that.
Did they bring that
Prime-
back, or was it just
Oh God, it's so good. The Prime one, yeah, it's
Oh.
worth the watch.
really?
They're 2 seasons in.
Okay, nice.
Was it Expanse also dropped a new season earlier this month?
Oh, really? That was a
Yeah.
show that you were
Yeah,
talking
so
about, and then they kind of stopped, and then
yeah,
that was
they-
when we were with the
Yeah, I
tone
remember
control.
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they stopped, and then Amazon picked them up and so this is the Amazon season that just dropped.
yeah.
And then they drop them all at once.
Okay.
You know.
The new season of Grand Tour just started
Oh yeah,
with Seaman is the name of the first episode because they do boats.
I thought they were done with that.
No, they're done with the whole like
Tour.
tent setup
Oh,
and
okay.
like in the traveling carnival show. They're just only
Okay.
doing like specials now.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
That's the better part, anyways. Those
Yeah.
like the best episodes are the specials.
I remember watching like the last episode of the season. They're all super sad about it, but I'm like,
Oh, like it got me too. I was
Yeah.
like, so I'm watching
they're
it
all
and
crying.
you're like, yeah, they're all
See
crying and doing
a
like
grown-ass
a
British dude
montage
cry.
and shit. And then they're like, that's the end of the show. How it is currently. We're
Yeah.
still doing the show. We're
Yeah.
just not doing it like this anymore.
That's
Fuck
right.
you. You got me all my feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I guess I only really watched. I guess I'm just a child. I only really watched cartoons this year. So anime, obviously. Rising of the Shield Hero. It's a really great series that came out this year. But Rick and Morty, I guess, was
They've
the
been
one.
going all out on Rick and Morty this year.
Yeah, I started even caught up with the newest season. It's on
Oh,
Hulu,
I haven't
Yeah.
watched that.
on Hulu or
It's
whatever.
so good. Well, the one that just came out, the Battlestar Rick Lactia or whatever,
Yeah.
with the snakes.
Yeah, that's so
fucking
stupid. And I'm like, yeah, it's
Or
fun.
the toilet episode.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. So that was one show I think I was so resistant to watching it just because of like, that's the hack bit is everybody says like
popular.
the fan base is so it just like turns you off of it, and I'm like, I don't want to
It's so
fucking
good.
watch it. And like everybody's like, it's a funny show. You just gotta be smart to watch it. I'm like, I don't fucking like you.
I don't think anyone ever said that.
I don't.
No, you just have to be an asshole to watch it.
And then so I'm like, I never wanted to watch it. And then finally somebody, I think it was like Kyle, like, oh, come on. No, I think I was at Kyle's house after a podcast and he puts it on. I'm like, oh, this show's funny. And I'm like, started watching it. So I got into it.
I've noticed like the shows that I like are like shows that like normal people don't like, and I think it's because like everybody in the show is just assholes all the time. Like that's what I enjoy.
It's always sunny. Like everyone's
Always
just an
Sunny.
asshole.
Oh, like they could be so successful and be like so good at doing everything if they weren't constantly trying to fuck each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just all assholes to each other and everyone else.
Yeah, they get jealous like really fast. Like if somebody's doing good, oh, what the fuck is he doing? Or no, that we can't have that.
Yeah.
But what
It's
about
like lobsters in a pot. They just pull each other
They
back
hold
in.
each other back. Yeah.
what about other things? You maybe not TV shows or anything, but YouTube. Are there any things that I noticed? I started watching YouTube a little bit more this year. Is there any like channels you started watching shows? I guess are they channels with shows? I guess is what they're called on YouTube.
One of the ones it's a thing forever, but I started watching it was called Todd in the Shadows.
What's that?
It's a guy, he like kind of sits back in the shadows with like a hoodie on so you don't see him ever, you just kind of see his silhouette, and then he just talks shit about like top 40 pop hits or like albums or like one hit wonder songs. It's really funny. He's got a good comedy timing, and his snarkiness and his comments like all make sense, so like it's pretty decent.
Nice.
I kind of got into like watching on a regular basis that Davey 504 guy.
Oh, I love Davey 504.
I've kind of drifted away from that. I still watch it occasionally, but it got me into watching like the live stream, like game live stream, which is still something I'm like, I don't understand why I watch it. I mean, it's still like, why are you like this kind of thing? Yeah. Why do you do this? But I'm watching that Dr. Disrespect guy. Like every time he drops a new episode, I'm like, watch, duh. Yeah. He's so fucking hilarious.
How did slap like now?
How did Davey bring you to?
I have no idea. I think it was just like,
did he mention it or something?
No, I think it was just like it popped up as like a suggested, maybe because I was looking up Modern Warfare stuff, and then it was like, it pops up,
and some of the music that you said you listened to,
and
was like
that. Okay, that was actually you're right. That's the original way.
Oh, but actually, getting into the habit of watching YouTube, because I remember we've talked about it before. And you're like, I don't fucking watch YouTube. I don't give a shit. And then because of Davey 504, you're like, let me just check.
Gets me into a regular
the habit of like, let me check out YouTube, and then now you like watch the Dr. Disrespect.
And because I started subscribing to people. Before I would just never subscribe to anyone and just like. Always only look it up, type it in. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm searching.
Yeah, fuck. And that's
like every day I'll go to like the main page YouTube and I'll watch one of the 8 recommended videos and I'll just pick one and watch it. That way, like I keep myself like finding new channels.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
I don't think I ever.
I found another one this year called Defunct Land, and that's one of my favorites of all time.
What's that?
It's a guy. He goes over old defunct theme park stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like not just Disney, but like all theme parks and like history, and like he does like whole like segments on like, he does a complete breakdown of the history of rides and attractions that have been shut down.
Huh.
Damn.
And he does a TV shows too, defunct TV shows.
Interesting.
I've seen like was it urban exploration of proper people?
Proper people. That's I love that.
On his he has a podcast called Defunct Land also.
Okay.
And he interviews this one guy who basically he has a YouTube channel where he goes and like explores abandoned properties. Mm-hmm. And one of the ones he did was at Epcot. They have this building that's been there for like 13 years and it's just been sitting there with like it's everything's exactly how it was, but like it's not open. And the guy like breaks in there and he's telling the story about how when he broke in there, what he did, and he walked around, and you can see his videos he took while he was in there. And then he tells the story like how he's leaving the park. He outran this like fat security guard. Oh. And then when he gets up to the parking lot, the cops like sat him down and stuff. And I'm like, it's just like, I'm sitting the whole time like, oh my God, like this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Proper people, I guess, would be my first, introduction, like you said. But just to watching on a regular basis. They don't submit it every day or weekly. It's just kind of random when it drops. Mm-hmm. But they do like full like exploring like abandoned, that's their thing, abandoned power plants or hospitals or sanitariums or just like.
Proper people. I'm not in that one.
Yeah, it's done really well.
Right now they're in China, actually. So they're going through, it's been really difficult for them, but they've trying to find a place that's abandoned that no one lives there. People live at these places. And so they're trying to explore and then they get kicked out.
Oh,
that's fucking awesome.
But it's cool.
Yeah, there's another guy called Adam the Woo. He does like these kind of videos. He was the first one I had ever seen that did like the urban exploration videos.
Or like abandoned malls and stuff like that.
It's just so crazy that this stuff is built.
Like looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's proper people.
Yeah. This stuff gets built and then just it's not used anymore. It's
I know what I'm watching this weekend.
Fuck. Get ready. You got a lot of time.
Being a YouTube hole.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I guess for me, started watching Rhett Schill. I've talked about him as a guitar channel. Really getting back into watching YouTube as like from a guitar perspective of channels. And he's very vloggy. He's not just doing demos. Sometimes he will, but he does it in his own like style. So it's like kind of like keeps you interested.
Yeah.
And then one cool. that I'm like, I don't know why I watch it. I got into the YouTube hole. I think it's just the way that the videos are done so well. It's a video game channel called, I think I was like trying to finish a Super NES game and I couldn't get one part. And so I got stuck on this like YouTube channel called The Completionist. This guy who goes through video games. God,
be careful with Completionist.
So he goes.
It's also RJ's name.
Yeah. It's funny because he goes through the whole video game. Like, if like start to finish, like, is this game worth like doing all the bonuses, all the collectibles, finishing all the levels, getting all the unlocked ones? And I'm like, then I started watching it, like, yeah, shit, maybe I should go back to all these old games. He does Super NES games, like all these old ones. I'm like, I should bust out my N64 and finish it. And it reminded me, I'm like, hell yeah. I remember finishing PlayStation 1. It does a lot of old school games.
Yeah.
It's like, Crash Bandicoot, and he did like the like PlayStation 1 Medieval. They did a re-release of that for PS4. He says like, oh, is it compared to like these? Is it worth it? And I'm like sitting there for like 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I've
played it so many times that I can now beat it in less than a couple hours, and that's a Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Dang.
For the Super Nintendo.
But
like I've gotten so good at that game, I can literally sit down and like within like 5 or 6 hours beat the entire game.
Yeah. Jeez. And then so it's just like a video that I'm watching, and I'm like, that's kind of like for you, Kyle. Like, what am I doing with my life? I'm watching some nerd talk about video games for 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is my problem?
I recently
the best ever though was Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah.
Because when you 100% complete everything, you go to the Vercetti Mansion. And he puts on a T-shirt that says, "I completed Grand Theft Auto 100%, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt."
Yeah.
Fourth wall broken.
And that was like, I think he did that game. And he says like it's really tough because it's like,
you got to find birds. The fucking birds are the hardest thing.
yeah, to do all
these like pigeons,
certain jumps, and make sure to do this trick and do that and get this point.
San Andreas was hard too. You had to spray paint. You had to catch all the horseshoes, all the clams.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, the fucking gang wars were the best part of San Andreas.
Yeah.
But to like finish the game, you didn't have to get 100%. But to get like the completionist.
No, I'm talking about 100%.
Yeah, it's like I want to get 100% or I want to get 150%. Like this is like the goal is to get 114% finished. I'm like, sometimes you'd be like, oh cool, you finish this game, nothing happens. He's like, fuck. He's like, I busted my ass to get this game done and no lives lost to get this like 100. Like I think it was like Donkey Kong Country he talked about. He's like, you had to get it done in under an hour and with no lives lost. And he's like, cool, I did that. It took me a long time to do this. Da-da-da. You get nothing. Not even a screenshot at the end. Nothing. He's like, don't.
Just a number.
He's like, don't.
Stat.
Yeah.
He's like, don't do it.
Finishing, like completing a game sometimes, it's like the greatest and worst feeling all at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome. You're like, fuck yeah, I did it. And you're like, oh shit, now I don't have anything to do. I got to start that shit from the beginning again.
Binge watching Scrubs. You just watch it all, and then you're like,
I love Scrubs.
And you get to the end, you're like, oh, that last episode was horrible, or last season.
No, I like the last season.
But
when they get the new like intern doctors in.
I don't think I ever finished it. I think I abandoned ship like when they kind of changed.
It's like JD's gone. Me too.
Bye.
I'm out.
What show was the chick? Oh, she was in Future Man. That's right. Did you watch that show, Future Man?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Oh.
But like the one doctor that was like kind of like the bitch doctor that came in the last season, the blonde one.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the main characters in Future Man.
Oh.
Which that show is so like if you're gonna watch any of the shows I suggested today, go watch that one. It's so
everything
good.
else is a wash, but that one you got.
Everything else is good, but that one is like fuck, man, it's so good.
I'll finish this YouTube thing with I've been binging Live PD for some reason.
I love Live PD. Like it's the best show ever.
I think this break I've kind of given myself a little bit of a break here for the Christmas vacation here, and
the holiday
I think one day just let it run on YouTube like 10 hours.
It's so good.
Like 10 or 12.
Every like Friday, Saturday night, I'm sitting there watching Live PD.
Yeah, and I still have yet to watch it live.
Yeah.
Oh no, I watch it live every time.
I gotta
and
do
there's
it.
like one of my Facebook groups I'm in. They actually play Live PD bingo.
Dang.
But like they film one county over for me, and like I am so tempted to go try to get on Live PD.
Yeah.
Was
Florida,
it
man.
Pascal County or something?
No, the new one, Bradford.
Oh.
Pasco is like 4 counties away south of me.
Dang.
That's down by Tampa.
And it's just like you find the same like reoccurrence, like the same thing
it's always the
happening.
same
It's like,
shit.
oh, taillights out. Okay, 4 pounds of meth.
My favorite though is the guy that's like, "Come on, man, just be cool with me. If you tell me you got some weed in here, I'm probably just gonna let you go. And,
Yeah,
but if you lie to me now, if you lie to me right now, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you lie to me, it's not gonna be good." And then the guy's like, "Man, I got some weed. Get out of the fucking car."
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, man, why'd you blow through that stop sign? You know, there's a cop right there. He's gonna pull you over and find all your meth, all your weed.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, it's like simple things they find these people on, and then it's like, oh my god, there's like 200 pounds of marijuana in this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never something like they found a roach. It's like they found like a guy smuggling like 45 Mexicans across the border.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
In a Honda Civic.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I don't know.
What about any podcasts you guys have been discovering this year, or like maybe new ones?
I started listening to Tim Dillon.
There you go.
Got a couple episodes in. I mean, but I'm not a big podcast guy, I guess.
You're more
just listening to my fucking synthwave, bro.
Yeah.
I listened to some Tone Jerks podcast.
Hell yeah.
And Just Surprise Me.
There you go.
Name drop.
Boom. What do I listen to podcast wise though? I don't know. I gotta pull my podcast app out now. I listen to them all day, every day, but I can't remember anything I listen to. It's mostly football podcasts.
There you go. I guess I got more into like a lot of like comedy podcasts this year. A lot more. I branched out a little bit more from just the guitar podcasts, and so it's like Tuesdays with Stories with Joe List and Mark Norman. That's recommended from Johnny Ray. He was like, yeah, their voices and the way they talk gonna give you. You have to get an episode in until you get used to it, and then you get their cadence because they kind of talk in the old timey announcer kind of like, hey, so this kind of
hey there, what's going on today?
But they
sport.
That's kind of like the way they go back and forth like that. But it's like they're like it's it's like a raunchy thing, so it's not like they're just like clean cut, but they have that kind of like cadence. But it's like Tim Dillon, like you said, he's fucking hilarious. And then listen to like a marathon through all of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. It's a
nice
comedy podcast, so it's like I think some people might know Shane Gillis from SNL fame for 3 days. He got on SNL and then he said some un-PC things on his comedy podcast, and he got kicked off. He got canceled from SNL, but his podcast is actually really funny. It's like people couldn't take a joke, I guess. And then recently, the Rad Dude Cast. I got into that one. That was like more New York comedians and stuff like that. It's like they have a podcast. It's like, yeah, it's it's all comedy podcasts for me this year.
Yeah. Outside of my of course my gear podcast, and then my Dolphins podcast, Star Trek podcasts, and Game of Thrones podcasts.
Nerd. Just kidding.
The comedy podcast I listen to is one I've listened to forever that I've been a member of since they started the show 10 years ago. That's the longest subscription I've had. I've been a subscribed member to them. It's called A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Okay.
It's out of Orlando. It's probably the best podcast I've ever listened to.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, sorry, but I've been listening to that one it's better than my podcast. But that one, and then the other one I listen to a lot is Adam Carolla Show. Okay. I just like Adam Carolla because he bitches and complains about fucking everything.
Yeah, I think it's
such a great way.
Meaning to check his out, and it's like, oh, I knew Adam Carolla back when he was on Loveline. He had his own show out of LA.
His one of my favorite things he says is he's like, I want to be so rich that I don't have fuck you money. I have fuck me money. Where he's like, it doesn't matter. Like, some people are so rich that they can say fuck you and get away with things. He's like, I want to be able to like so rich that like I can do something that will fucking set it up where no one will ever want to talk to me or work with me forever, and I'm still good.
Yeah.
But that and the other one I listen to is called Cashing In with TJ Miller, and it's Cash Levy, and he just interviews TJ Miller every week. It's kind of like how Brian interviews Kyle every week.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. What about to round it out? What about movies? Any standouts for you guys? I don't really watch a lot of them.
I mean, I don't really go to the theater a lot. We've covered this before, but I did see the last Star Wars.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was good.
I haven't watched it yet.
I really liked it, especially the part where I'm just kidding.
I watched the Avengers this year in the movie theater.
Yeah,
nice.
I like that one. That was
good.
Endgame. That was yeah. I was thinking like that's probably one of my it was just cool to see it end. You're like, oh cool, how do they wrap it all together, and just like everybody like coming together at the one ending part.
It was pretty fucking epic, that big battle at the end.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what they were like hoping for. Like, oh,
but it was epic. So cheesy when they did the whole like the female like character cast shot. Like, let's get all the females in one spot now. I'm like we don't need that. Come on. But when Captain Marvel showed up and like just flew through all the ships and just started like leveling shit, I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
When did Captain Marvel come out? Was that a couple years ago?
I think it was this year.
It was either this.
I never watched it.
No, because they came out with like a month of each other. It came out like a month before Endgame.
Oh, okay.
It was weird.
Yeah, there's a couple I didn't actually watch that I maybe should.
Oh, on on our Patreon now, we're forcing Will to watch all the MCU movies because Will's never watched any of them. So like that's part of the Patreon episodes we do is we release a segment where we talk to Will about the movie he watched this week.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a lot of movies, but I don't remember. I didn't write any down or
Not any of that really stick out.
I have to sort through.
Yeah, trying to think of like other like movies that I saw.
I mean, I watched recently like all the Star Wars. Like,
yeah, I rewatched all those
in a
too.
row.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, fucking great.
And you know what? I feel bad like talking as much shit about the prequels as I do because they weren't as bad as I was making them out to be.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I mean, they were bad, but they weren't like as bad.
No, and my problem is that, or not my problem with people is that they don't realize that like episode 1 was like a victim of the 90s. Like it was the 90s, like people, all trendy stuff is in that, even though it was like 2000 it came out.
Well, if they got rid of all the fucking like Anakin Skywalker sad boy shit, like it'd be cool.
No, it's true.
I guess I need to
like that's
watch
what ruined
again.
that and Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
But what was I thinking? There's something I just watched. Oh, Star Trek Discovery. That's fucking great.
That's a series I never really got into. I like the movies a lot, but I don't. No. The series.
Well, Star Trek is it's crazy because like there's like 6 different Star Trek series and none of them are even close to each other. They're all completely different.
Yeah.
But Discovery's the new one that came out 2 years ago with Sonequa Martin Green from Walking Dead.
Okay.
And I like to consider it like Star Trek for people who don't watch Star Trek, like Star Trek people who watch Star Wars, because it's modern. A lot of it's shot like a lot different and better, and it's a lot more like of a series, like a story versus an anthology, like the other Star Treks are.
Yeah.
I've never
a lot of the other
seen
Star Treks don't follow arcs. Once you watch Star Trek, you'll never be able to watch Star Wars again, like in the same way, because you'll be like, oh, Star Wars is so fucking lame compared to Star Trek.
Oh, come on.
Oh, banned.
No, like
Yeah.
Is
that why
so,
J.J.
like,
Abrams directs both movies? Okay.
Well, J.J. Abrams directed the Star Treks that sucked.
Okay. Jeez.
But like, I hate it because like I was always growing up, I was always the Star Wars guy that's like fuck you Trekkie dickheads and this and that. But then I started watching Star Trek and I'm like, wow, this is really so much better.
I'm a Trekkie dickhead.
I'm
so proud.
I become what I hated. But
like,
yeah,
like don't watch the original series, like the Kirk and Spock one. That one's garbage. That one's fucking straight trash. But if you start at Next Generation and go from there, the rest is
Nice.
All right, so I mean that was kind of it for 2019. It was a good year. I thought
it was a good year.
Yeah, went by quick, and everybody's like, "New fast year, can't believe." Yeah, I thought it was a good one. 2019 was pretty damn good. A lot of good stuff. And I guess we didn't even. Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot of shitty things that we came across our way.
John Witherspoon died, and that really sucked.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. You've seen him before because he's in every single movie. That's like a Friday type movie. He's the Pops, like from the Wayans Brothers, the dad from Friday.
Oh shit! No way. Okay, damn.
Yeah, in the Boondocks, he's the granddad.
Oh shit!
Like,
damn, that's a bummer.
He died this year. That really sucks. That was like one of those ones that hit me. I'm like, God, I don't think I grew up with him.
I even heard about it until now. Damn.
Yeah, that one made me. It happened like 3 months ago.
You bummed him out. Look at him.
The show's over, folks. We're done.
I'm sorry, guys. John Witherspoon died. We can't do this anymore.
Fuck. R.I.P. in peace. All right. Well, on that note, let's do another. Maybe could be a quick topic. It's kind of related to what we were talking about earlier. But okay. Scenario. Let's say you're kind of homesick from work. You got like I'm in bed.
Tummy bug.
Yeah, you're bedridden there, but awake enough to watch something. Are you going to be binging TV or movies? What's the go-to? What's the move?
TV.
How you're quick to fire there?
Yeah, because
how so?
I barely watch movies to start with. So, and I actually did this because I'm never sick. Like I don't ever even if I am sick, I'll still go to work. But I was actually one day this year so fucked out of it, I could not even do anything. I actually went to work and got sent home. But I watched both seasons of AP Bio that day, and it was like one of the best things ever.
Oh, with
Dennis from Sunny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Glenn Howerton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Patton Oswalt.
Dang. I watched maybe for I don't know, the first episode of that and didn't really catch me.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Because, and I mean, it really hits from like the first episode, maybe even the second episode on, like, because he is such a vindictive asshole. But then again, it's TV for people who like assholes.
Yeah.
Like I like people who are assholes, like in my TV shows. I want to
bet
see
you
people
like
do stupid, fucked up things.
Eastbound and Down too, I bet.
Oh god, it's so good. It's so good.
I
I'm
got you
going to
pegged.
Shabooms.
Anything with Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
I have not. No.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him
Eastbound and Down is
Adam
good.
Devine and John Goodman. Oh my god, and Walton Coggins is in it too.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, that's a good example because you were like, oh, well, I actually lived this, man. Just
my life.
Just crushing. TV. I don't know. What about you, Kyle? You gonna watch?
I kind of it's like a whatever, man. Whatever catches me. I mean, recently I've been watching fucking Disney movies. Like I got Up. I watched Up. Love Up.
Fucking Up.
Up is good.
Except the first 10 minutes of it.
Oh yeah, you're crying. You're just crying like a bitch.
And then you're laughing because of that fat kid and the dog. You're like, oh, they're the comic
yeah.
relief.
Yeah.
Nah, Kevin was the best.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it really depends. I've watched a lot of series already that I don't know. There's probably something out there for me. I'm not saying there's not enough out there for me.
Yeah, I'm done. Tapped out.
No, but I think maybe movies. But I'll watch
Have you ever watched the
go for it.
the Always Sunny parody of Up?
No.
It's like
Oh yeah,
Charlie,
yeah, yeah.
Charlie and the Waitress?
Yeah.
the rats
The
and,
mice.
The rats. Yeah.
and all the
Yeah,
kids,
that's what I was thinking of.
They go to
When I
waitress
was
school or
watching it.
janitor school.
janitors and yeah. I don't know. I think I definitely will watch more television series because the thing is, okay, you're gonna watch 8 hours of something. Is it gonna be TV or movies? And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, you know what? It's the same amount of time, but for me, I feel like there's way more involvement or like commitment to watching a movie,
Really?
even though it's not. I don't know. This is in my own head here. I'm trying to say, I'm like, I don't get it. Why in my head I'm like, oh, watch this movie. I'm like, oh man, that's like an hour and a half.
I guess, but
and then I'll
you're
watch
gonna
like I watch like 3 hours of a TV show.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is my problem? Am I just a fucking idiot?
The problem I have with movies is like the movies are just done and then that's it. Like you just
Yeah, that's
Like-
cool because it's just wrapped up in a
I
neat
want
little
that shit to go on
package,
forever.
doesn't it?
I think that's why I like Star Trek so much because there's like 6 series. Each one has 7 seasons of like 26 episodes.
Oh, see, that's a lot, dude. I don't.
Fuck.
Okay,
I
well,
watched it all in like 5 months because I was building pedals and just had it playing while I was building pedals.
what about like, okay, say if you're taking on a series, does like you prefer one that has multiple seasons and like really long episodes or like episode count per seasons? Because is that like, to me, that's daunting.
If I can, then yes. Like, but I don't really care as long as like the show looks interesting. Now, if I get through the show and I can't watch, like, if I'm like fuck, like as I'm like 2 seasons in, and I'm like, this is not good. I'll give
You go
up
2
on it.
seasons?
But, yeah,
You
because
go 3 episodes. If it's not
Yeah.
half popping, then I'm fucking done.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I
Because-
did that with Watchmen recently. The show Watchmen show.
Oh god, the one show I wish I
couldn't
never did that
finish.
with was that other HBO show, The Leftovers. Fucking worst show ever.
Who I don't even know.
But
Who,
2 seasons, man, that's a lot of commitment.
yeah,
Like to me, I'm like, because a lot of
should have done that with Lost. You're right. I should have done that with
No,
Lost.
Lost is amazing.
No,
That's one of my favorite shows ever.
because a lot of anime shows are 12 to 13 episodes, and to me, I'm like, okay, but when they have like, oh, there's 2 seasons or 3 seasons, you're like, damn, 24, 36 episodes. I don't know if I can commit to that. And then usually the rule people say for like anime, give it 3 episodes. If it doesn't get you in by the 3rd, fuck it. And
Well, the good trick if you want to get into binge watching, but you want to like do it right, start with Adult Swim shows because they're all like 15 minutes long. Like you can watch like whole seasons in like 2 hours.
or like I like Rick and Morty because it was like 6 episodes a season. So I was like, oh,
Like,
totally crushed it.
Aqua
Easy.
Teen Hunger Force was like my shit back in the day, man. I used to love that show.
Mr. Pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Pickles is so good.
Mr. Pickles.
Because I used to work overnight, so like the nights I wasn't working, like I just stayed up watching Adult Swim all night.
Yeah.
And like this is back like 17 years ago, and like when Adult Swim was like really just coming into its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess like, yeah, so, sometimes I'll like look at a series and like their episode count. You're like, God, oof. Damn.
Now I find that as a fucking challenge. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Some of those older shows, like 23, 24 episodes.
Well, like, and
watching like X-Files. You're like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
fuck.
Like, I just started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I'm into, like, the 4th season.
Poor boy.
And it's like, what, 20-something episodes?
Yeah, I mean, they're good episodes, but, like, I did it with, like, all the NCIS shows, and that's kind of, like, the Hawaii Five-O's. But a lot of these shows, like, see, I grew up watching shows where you had to watch them every fucking week.
Yeah.
So, like, I still watch a lot of shows. Like, I watch Scrubs, the entire thing, live.
Jesus.
Like, from start to finish.
Okay.
The Office, I watch start to finish live. Parks and Rec, I watch start to finish live. Community, all those shows. I used to literally every week watch them all.
Do you, I guess, like, because you're mainly streaming service now, are there shows that you still catch on a weekly basis that, like, I have to watch this that are now going on?
Don't say Mandalorian.
Because that's
No, I
Kyle's
actually haven't
one.
watched Mandalorian yet. The Imagineering story on the Disney Plus, I was watching week to week before it ended. The Jeff Goldblum one, I've been watching week to week.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Jeff.
The Wu-Tang American Saga, I watched week to week when it was coming out.
Because I guess I'm so used to, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm really, like, spoiled by the whole binging type thing. Where it's like, oh, you're the whole season dumped. Boom.
Well,
there you
a
go.
lot of the fucking streaming networks now are getting smart that they're like, oh, we're not going to let them release the whole season at a time. We're only going to release one episode a week. That way people have to, like, stay in. Discovery, like Star Trek Discovery, is a week-to-week show that releases.
Do you guys miss that about TV, where it was like kind of cool, like that you was like, oh, I'm stoked because this is my Thursday night. This show's coming out. I'm like stoked to watch it. Or you like
do, but I also don't.
Because I'd miss it a lot too. I'd miss like you miss the episode. You're like fuck.
I remember.
No, I didn't. I'm committed. I don't miss episodes.
I used to be like that with South Park when I was a kid. I used to want to watch it every Wednesday at 10. I was like, new episodes. I was catching them and watching them so I could talk with my friends about it. And I'm
Chatting
like,
it up.
oh yeah, by the water cooler.
What I realize is the people who don't like Community never watch those shows live. They're like, oh, The Office is so great. I'm like, yeah, The Office is good, but Parks and Rec and Community were so much better. But like when you watched them week to week, when they were released like that, those shows really did have better storylines than The Office did. It's just now when people are binge watching it, The Office probably like seems to string together better.
It just hits a little bit better. Yeah, I could never get into Parks and Rec or.
Oh, I love fucking Parks and Rec. The cast is so good.
I jumped off of The Office too. Like once like Michael Scott
Community's by far my favorite of all of them.
But yeah, I would say I would jump on like Joseph's stance and say I would binge watch series, and that's kind of normally what I do when I find myself some free time. I kind of just like just pick a series, try and crush through it, and then like I'll try and line something out for the next.
Yeah, I'll probably just jump around, watch 3 episodes here, go to a movie, and come back to that.
Yeah, and then just call out
do what I
sick
want
for a week, and then just that way I can get a lot done.
See, I can't do that. Once I start one, I got a completionist it.
Yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
know what it is.
You got to get the whole thing done.
But like, I rewatched all of The League and all of It's Always Sunny like a few months ago.
Nice.
God, they're so good.
There you go.
It's so good.
All right. Well, let's bring this in for a landing here. Joseph, thank you so much for joining us for an episode. Finally, we're going to bring you back on.
Thank you, guys. This is actually fun. I didn't have anybody yelling at me to suck a dick every 5 minutes.
We can do that if you want, but
Would you suck a dick, dude? I don't know how he says it.
You're not saying it with enough intensity.
Yeah.
suck a dick.
It's like,
No, God.
Suck a dick.
Anyway,
He says that shit like every 5 seconds too.
it's like a soundboard.
Suck
So,
a dick.
yeah, I think more dicks come out of his mouth than Freddie Mercury.
There you go. Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
All right. Well, where can people find out a little bit more about Joseph and what you're doing?
Facebook. Everything's Facebook. Like my pedals or the Just Surprise Me group. I am on Instagram on like my pedals also, but I'm not like a gram expert like some people are. I have a YouTube channel that I stopped uploading videos to like 3 years ago, but somehow people keep subscribing.
There you go. Nice.
That works. But if you want to get a hold of me on Facebook, either through personal Facebook or one of the groups, Tone Jerks, Just Surprise Me, or my page, Like My Pedals.
There you go. Yeah, check out his podcast, check out his pedals, and
Or come to Florida.
yeah, check it.
Knock on his door.
We'll go get some lunch.
He goes Three's Company it and just come and knock on his door. He'll be waiting for you. Okay.
It's nice to go where everybody knows your name.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, listener, for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. The end of the year, 2019 was a good one. even like looking back on where we were, our last 2018 recap compared to now, it's like, yeah, crazy year. It's like meeting a lot of people, a lot more listeners, feedback and stuff like that. We really enjoy it. But, if you guys like what you hear, you guys want to follow along with the show, you can. At the Tone Jerks on Instagram, and then on Facebook, we have a page, and then we also have a Facebook group.
Hit up the group.
Search the Tone Jerks and join the group. If you like what you hear, you can leave a review on iTunes. Hopefully 5 stars, but if you guys write a review and iTunes posts it, we'll read it on the show. And then if you really, really like what you hear, you guys can help support the show for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you guys get an extra episode every week. We're going to record that extra episode, probably get into more nonsense with Joseph in a little bit. But just for supporting the show, we're going to read your names out. All of them, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm going to get all of them this time.
I wonder how many of them I could get.
We missed one last time, so Kyle is going to make sure he's going to read that name twice.
Yeah, I'm being punished here.
Yeah, we're like, oh, fuck, we totally missed it.
Romyorn, Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr from the Let Him Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Gann, and Doug Christ, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Aaron Taylor, Nicholas Ogburn, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe, Will, and RJ from the Just Surprise Me podcast. I think we've dropped that name like 1 million times.
Yeah.
Jesus, sound like you stepped on a cat.
Is it like three different cats?
Hold on. Did RJ finally start Patreoning you guys?
Yeah. And we're stoked.
Me and Will kept giving him shit about that. We're like, RJ, fucking Patreon them so they say your name too.
No.
He just says, fuck them.
I hate him.
Suck a dick.
Yeah, he just suck a dick, guys.
Jamie Davis, Jimmy B, Jim Bowers, Johnny Ray, Nicholas Payson, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars, Steve Mike, Alvaro Viramontes, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Brett Alexander, Digger from Fatfoot Effects, he's making straps, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Leon from Pelican Noiseworks.
I like that you're very much like Ron Burgundy. Whatever's written on your paper, you're gonna read it, because we mentioned that one.
I know,
like 4 episodes ago, and you keep mentioning it, which is cool. He does make straps.
Yeah. So what? Jesus.
And pedals. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's making both.
Both of them. You got a fucking problem with that? Take it up with Digger.
Clark Griswold, Sean Fahey, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, and Romyorn again. There we are.
Yeah, that's my boy right there. Don't fuck with Romyorn.
I know we fucked up.
Yeah,
I fucked up.
But this time he's the alpha and omega.
Yeah, there we go. So you encompass all.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, listeners. We will see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.